It's Friday night. It feels so right. And we're so hyped because you are tuning into the show where we ask our contestants if they will do whatever it takes to win. That's right. It's whatever it takes. I'm your host, BJ Jeranyama, and like always, we're joined by our lovely co-host and scorekeeper, Alicia Perez. Alicia, how you doing?
Hey BJ, I'm here. I'm drunk and I'm ready to get silly. Let's do this.
All right, Alicia. This one is a true Alicia special because we're talking with tonight's theme, rom-coms, romantic comedy movies. Alicia, do you have a favorite rom-com?
Yes, of course I do. I am a Jennifer Lopez stan. So my favorite rom-com is Made in Manhattan. Let's do all the Jennifer Lopez loveliness, sprinkle a little bit of racism about the Hispanic housekeeper, but overall, it's all about love, baby.
Damn, we're getting real already. An econ intern in the chat is loving it. It's going to be a great show. We got some great contestants tonight. Hey, it's the summer. We're all having a great time. And as always, we're going to get to the rules in just a little bit. But if you've watched this show beforehand, you know that we have the contestants write each other's bio, and whoever wrote the funniest bio in the eyes and ears of Alicia gets to go first. So we're going to introduce our contestants now. All right, here is Brandon's bio, written by Eugenia. If you bought something from Brandon on Craigslist, he's the type of guy you'd feel nervous about meeting in person. A notorious Magic the Gathering player, Brenton can be spotted on his days at your local playground, crushing the vulnerable psyches of innocent preteens and taking their best cards with no remorse. Brendan, with an E, is the guy you know who always wants to play Monopoly and will hold his compatriots hostage to finish a game, even if it's 5 hours in and all everyone wants to go is go home and sleep. Bevan's cutthroat killer mindset extends to his professional career, where he acts as a helpful handyman to Bond villains and billionaires alike, assisting them with maintaining their personal laser collections for use during eventual world domination. When he's not trolling the dark, seedy corners of 4chan message boards, Brian spends his time at home. He has a wife of 7 years and a 5-year-old son. Yeah, one of whom looks one of whom he loves very much. Does Bryson love of minutia and overanalyzing every little detail in his life carry over to romantic comedies? We'll find out right here on Whatever It Takes. Welcome, Brandon Rahul, everybody. I hope I got your name correct. A man of many names. How are you doing?
Yeah, each one of those is an alter ego and just a little itch on my skin on how just a little bit off the pronunciation. It's beautiful. I'm doing great, BJ. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I want to see if you're going to do whatever it takes to win. It seems like you've done whatever it takes to win in multiple different facets of your life. Are you going to do that today?
Yeah, I'm going to bring the competitive spirit, which I hope will compensate for the dire lack of rom-com knowledge that's certain to be revealed somewhere midway in round one.
Hey, sometimes we love to hear that because it means you'll do whatever it takes. Now, let's see your competitor, who you'll be going against. So here's Eugenia's bio, written by you. Eugenia was a promising baseball player until an alternate reality decree hurled her from space and replaced her with a slugtar, which of course everyone knows is a slug-centaur hybrid. The change proved positive as Eugenia went into law at Suffolk University and became a prominent lawyer specializing in identity theft. Active in the 30 under 30 pomp and circumstance young professionals, basketball, and ballroom scene, Eugenia also performs improv as a creative outlet and to sharpen her adaptability skills to strengthen her place in the court, on the court, and in court. She was recently married but does not let that define her. You hear that, Kevin? It is the indomitable, the formidable my genia. It's Miss Eugenia Sakala. Come in here.
Hello.
Eugenia, I didn't know you dominate on so many different levels, so many different courts.
I got a lot of levels, but Brandon, I told you about the slug tar in confidence, and I'm a little upset that it made it in there now, but I'm willing to overlook it and do whatever it takes to win.
Ah, that's branding right there. Brandon, I don't know.
Yeah.
She seems like she's coming in hot. Let's see.
Oh, I'm so ready.
With a prominent player like Eugenia on the baseball mound, it's kind of hard to stay out of the limelight. But I respect your wishes, and I'll tread lightly in the future.
All right, before we get into the rules, Alicia, you got 2 intros, you got 2 bios. Who are you choosing?
Well, Bongani, full disclosure, I do know Eugenia in real life, so I have to say, Brandon, you nailed it right on the head. That was perfect in the court, on the court, on top of the court, under court, everything about the court. Yes, and I love you, Eugenia, but I gotta give this to Brandon.
All right, Brandon, that's the top spot. It means that you get to go first in the first round and the third round. But before we get into it, I'm going to give a little bit of a reminder, a primer to anyone who's watching for the first time or anyone who just wants to be reminded about the rules. Contestants will alternate answering trivia questions or completing the whatever it takes challenge. There are 3 about 10 to 15-minute rounds. With every round, the potential points double, but the questions and the challenges get harder as well. Each contestant can take the whatever it takes challenge a total of 3 times per round or 9 times per episode. Basically, as one person gets a question, they can answer it or they can challenge their competitor to answer it. At that point, the competitor can either answer the question or ask for the whatever it takes challenge. They can complete the challenge or toss it back to the original competitor, and then they have to complete the challenger. However, if any contestant incorrectly answers a question or fails to complete the whatever it takes challenge, they concede the points to their opposing contestants. In the first round, points are going to be worth 20 points for an original question and 40 points for a challenge question. All right, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay. Again, our theme tonight is rom-coms. Good luck, and Brandon, you are up.
All right.
All right. Which actor plays Mama in 2008 hit musical film Mamma Mia?
Oh wow, it's gonna be super embarrassing if I miss this because she's super famous.
That's the first question of the game.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Bette Midler.
Bette Midler. Midler is a great answer, but it's not the answer we're looking for. Unfortunately, we're looking for Meryl Streep. That's 20 points conceded to Eugenia. Yes. Well, let's see if Eugenia can also increase her lead because guess what? You're up.
Awesome.
How many dates did Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler go on during their 2004 rom-com hit? Can't give you the name of the movie because it'll give out the amount of dates. But how many dates?
What is 50 first dates?
50 is correct. And you know what? We like you also using the Jeopardy way of doing it. You don't have to do that, but if you want to. Hey, yeah.
Mix it up. Fun fact about Mamma Mia, I saw that in theaters with 2 of my best friends and about 100 old ladies. It's a great time.
You ended that day with 102 best friends, though, right?
Exactly. To say that tracks, yeah, it tracks.
All right, Brandon, that's 20 points again for Eugenia. Let's see if you can get some points on the board.
Yeah.
All right. What actor played the female protagonist in 1986's Pretty in Pink? Pretty in Pink. We're looking for the actor.
Yeah, and the nerves must be getting to me because she was amazing in Breakfast Club and Sweet 16, and for some reason I'm blanking on her name.
Hey Brandon, in the chat, Econ Intern saying I believe in you, and I believe Econ Intern is Eugenia's husband. So
yeah, what a traitor!
I mean, I love the positive support for someone I've never met, but looks great on the website.
We're going to need that answer, or are you going to challenge Eugenia to answer it?
Eugenia definitely knows this. I should stab at it just to keep the extra 20, but
Well, how about a little challenge?
Molly Ringwald.
Oh, well done.
Right at the end, you got it. That's 20 points for Brandon.
This is gonna be a long, fun game.
Round one.
It's gonna take me that much time for round. Oh boy. No, we're good.
Eugenia,
it's great.
Eugenia, Brandon's on the board. Let's see if you can extend your lead. All right.
Okay.
Our girl was struggling. How many bridesmaids dresses did Katherine Heigl go through in this 2008 rom-com?
Yeah, I'm about a third of the way there myself, but it's 27 dresses.
27. Alicia, is that correct?
That is correct.
That's 20 points on the board for Eugenia. Brandon, we are up to you. All right. Name this 1998 movie. Adam Sandler plays a down and out wedding singer, and Drew Barry is his love interest. What's that movie?
Is it not? I'm going to go with The Wedding Singer.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
And that's right. That's correct. The Wedding Singer is correct. We got to get some challenges in here, folks. Maybe these questions are a little bit too easy. Let's see. Eugenia, let's try to challenge you a little bit with this one.
Okay.
All right?
Hit me.
He goes on to play a famous character who is big, mean, and green. What classic 2014 rom-com does Mark Ruffalo star in?
Teen rom-com?
Teen rom-com.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's 13 going on 30. But
So
he also, teen rom-com, yes, he's also in a great Reese Witherspoon film where he plays a dead guy called Just Like Heaven.
Ooh, Alicia, is that the correct answer?
So it is 13 going on 30, and I will say that Eugenia has an advantage in this game, Brandon. You better start taking some challenges because she has some encyclopedia knowledge here. So
The trick is Mamma Mia was actually the last new movie I saw. So I've just got anything before that, I'm like, yes, ready. Don't give me like any modern John Green stuff. Paper Towns or things like that. No.
One of my
stopped
prep
in
films was Sleepless in
2008.
Seattle because I hadn't seen that. That shows my gap, right?
You're even farther back than I am.
Look, I'm glad that y'all are the ones that are answering the questions because I'm going to give a peek behind the curtain. All of these questions were written by Alicia. I know maybe like 20% of the answers. So thank you, Alicia. And let's see if we can stump Brandon a little bit more.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Who played the male lead in 1999's 10 Things I Hate About You?
Oh, well, there were a few male leads, but I think you're going with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, that is correct.
Joseph
Alicia,
Gordon-Levitt also starred in that, I think.
Yep.
Alicia, I ask you, can you answer his questions?
actually, I can't because I haven't seen that movie in maybe 15 years.
Eugenia, it seems like you know a lot about this. You want to
I do.
fill it?
Larissa Olenek.
Wait, no, that he's correct. That there are, I think he answered
Oh, yeah,
that well
it's
with the
Heath
two
Ledger.
male leads. Right, yeah. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt, it's kind of more from his perspective, but he knew both of them, so.
All right.
Am I scorekeeper now, too?
Hey, you just might be. And guess what? You're a contestant and you are up.
Okay.
All right. Rom-com gold. Roughly, what is Jennifer Aniston's net worth?
Oh.
Yeah, we're looking for. She's been in a lot of rom-coms. We're giving you a rough estimation, so it can.
Net worth.
We just want you to get in the ballpark.
In the ballpark, so like within a few million.
Alicia, I'm gonna.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna challenge.
Okay,
I would like to
we
challenge
got.
Brandon.
Hey, we got our first challenge of the night. So
Because I
Brandon.
probably answer in $2008. That wouldn't be correct.
Ah, yes. Brandon, we're looking to you.
You can
We're
take the
looking for-
challenge. You can do the.
I'm gonna
challenge.
let's just say whatever it is, it's probably underrated for such talent. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the challenge.
All right, taking the challenge. Before I throw it to Alicia, I'm going to let you know how much is Jennifer Aniston's net worth, which is kind of a trick question because I think most of it comes from syndicated money from Friends, but it's $300 million for Jennifer Aniston.
Good for her.
Alicia, hit us with that challenge.
All right, first challenge of the night. That makes me really happy. So this is a 45-second challenge. It is called Spring or Fall Wedding. I am recently engaged, and I'm deciding if I should have a spring or a fall wedding. Can you give me a convincing argument for which season I should go with? And if I am convinced, then you win the challenge.
Okay. Okay, when my time starts now, or okay, I'm going now.
Alicia's going to count you down.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, now.
Okay. From a practical standpoint, I don't think you want to drag out the long engagement process. So spring over fall, it's coming up, and I think it's going to be excellent weather. Plus, you've been cooped up for so long with the pandemic. Also, I think spring is going to make your skin tone pop a little more. A lot of light, bright colors. Yellow is a super underrated color that I think is going to be coming back this season. I think it's going to look excellent for you. I don't know what your partner looks like or what their pronouns are, but everyone loves spring. Everyone loves flowers. You can eat light food by the pond. This is probably going to be the last nice spring before global warming makes it a kill zone hellscape for anywhere that's not directly in the water. I think capitalize on the last great, most beautiful spring wedding. Yours.
All right. Well, I have to be honest. You won me over with the global warming argument. So it was, I was on the fence for a bit, but once you mentioned that part, I was like, you know what? That's a good point.
And the chat's loving it too. Rachel is saying, Brand is killing it. Panda strikes, cheer 100. Econ intern even saying +1 for global warming predictions. I think he's even throwing the 69 show verbiage in here.
He's confused.
Hey, it's all good. We've got only 2 more minutes left in this round, so we want to get back into the questions. But before that, it will be I have to make sure that everyone hears what the audience question is. You get a vote here on Twitch. If you're watching live, you get to vote. The first challenge in the second round is going to be an audience question, and we need your help. It's a 20-second challenge. The contestants will have 20 seconds to propose to one of the following famous rom-com stars, and you, the audience, will decide which one they get the chance to say yes to. It's either going to be Jennifer Lopez, Matthew McConaughey, or Amy Adams. Producer Matt's going to put that in the Twitch chat. If you're watching live, vote on that, and that's going to be the first challenge of round 2. But before we get into that, Brandon, I believe you are up again.
Okay.
You got challenged by Eugenia. Let's see if you get more points. All right. What is the title of the 2008 film featuring a mostly Asian cast? Asian and Asian American cast. It's a rom-com.
And it's a 2018 film.
2018.
I was going to see it to broaden my horizons. I'm sorry I didn't, but I think you're looking for Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians is correct. That's 20 points on the board for you. Eugenia, you are going to end this round with our last question. All right, You ready?
Yes.
All right. Who played the love interest of the legendary Jennifer Jenny from the Block Lopez in 2001's The Wedding Planner?
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey is correct. That's 20 points on the board. And that's the end of round 1.
All right.
All right. You both did incredible jobs. Alicia is going to go and put together tally up the score. Before we do that, I want to remind you that you should follow 2MB, Too Much Bread Studios, on all social media platforms. You're already watching this probably on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Go like, follow, subscribe to it. Do the whole thing. Come on, you're already here. And, there's new shows serving up fresh 7 times a week. It's incredible. Support the artist. Do what you gotta do. And if you want to have a little behind the scenes action, follow 2MB on Discord, where you can talk to some of your favorite creators and artists and other people in the community. It's incredible. Hey, but I see Alicia is still tallying up that score. We're going to let her do that a little bit. But Brandon, I want to get to you on the see. Hey, what's up with you? What have you been doing in your life? You got anything to promote? Anything that the people should know about?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be honest. I had a couple of bit answers, some old blogs and stuff. I'm generally just, being a dad, working, getting ready to move into a new house. But one thing I actually do want to pop into the chat here, if that's all right, is a fundraiser for an organization called Trans Lifeline. My wife set it up in memoriam for our friend Cassandra Lease, who passed away this year, a strong advocate for trans rights. So for this month, if there's anything you can donate to that organization, it's an excellent organization. And that's what I will put forth with my time here.
Hey, Brandon, do you mind putting that link into the private chat so our producers can send that out? It's June, it's Pride Month. We want to be able to support our LGBTQ friends and family members and give out to organizations that help people in that community and make our world just a better place. So that's awesome, Brandon. Thank you so much for bringing that to the show. Producer Matt's going to put that in the chat. If you're watching at home, go and donate to that. Help some lives out, help some people out, and let's spread joy.
Thank you.
All right, Alicia, we're coming back to you. What's the score update? We gotta know.
All right. Again, thanks, Brandon, for sharing that. I'll definitely be sharing it on my Twitter feed as well. For anybody who's following me, I'll be retweeting that link. And let's move on to round 2. So we are neck and neck nearly at the end of round 1. Bongani, we're at 120 for Brandon. He did that challenge. He got those points. And 100 for Eugenia. So that's a message for you guys to make sure. The challenges is how you get the points, okay?
Alicia is correct, but guess what? Hey, it's a close game right now. And the questions are getting harder, but the points are doubling. It is 40 points for an original question. It is 80 points for a challenge question. Apollo's in the background, ready to go. Hey, Eugenia, are you ready to go?
Yes. Hit me.
All right. You are up. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, we're just talking about him, JGL. His character in okay, Alicia, I don't know if this is correct, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, Cameron, quotes which Shakespeare play when he recites, "I burn, I pine, I perish," in 1999's 10 Things I Hate About You?
Okay, so I know what Shakespeare play the movie is loosely based on. So I'm hoping that it's a nice homage to The Taming of the Shrew.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Yes.
All right. I think you can tell by Alicia's a response to that. That's correct. That's 40 points on the board for you, Eugenia. Brandon, let's see if you can make up some points now, because I think you're now behind by 20.
Yep.
All right. In 2004's The Notebook, how many children do Noah and Allie have?
Yeah, I cannot take a stab at this. As much as I don't want to give a challenge chance, I gotta throw the challenge.
All right, Eugenia, you have been challenged. We're talking about The Notebook. We're talking about how many children do Noah and Allie have. Are you going to answer, or are you going to hear out the whatever it takes challenge?
Can I hear out the challenge, but then still do the question if I decide to? No?
No, you can either do one or the other.
Okay. I have a guess, but I think I'll do the challenge.
All right, you're doing the challenge.
Yes.
All right, before I'm throwing that to Alicia to give you your challenge, which is going to be the audience
Was it
question
2?
challenge.
I think it's 3 because that's
It was
Three?
3.
That's a total guess because it's like, what's a good number of children to provide like the sweet moment, the funny moment, and the adorable kid? It's like it's 3.
Yes, and if you remember from the film, they're the big family there. So you would think they have a lot of kids, but it's because every kid had like 3 of their own kids, you know?
Oh.
So it was supposed to be kind of a tricky question if you remember the final scene of the film. But
I'm going to be honest. I also thought the answer might have been 0. She was barren. It was a plot point. And it's like seemed totally possible for a Sparks film.
well, here is the audience question, just to remind you, Eugenia. It is a 20-second challenge to propose to one of the following famous rom-com stars. The audience is the one who decides who gets to say yes. It's Jennifer Lopez, Matthew McConaughey, or Amy Adams. So let's see who the audience decided, and it was Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
So you have to propose to Jennifer Lopez. It's gonna be difficult because she's Jenny from the block, but you got 20 seconds, okay?
Okay.
I'll take you down. 3, 2, 1, now.
All right, Jennifer, ever since we met all those years ago, you know, before we met, I truly didn't believe that there was anyone out there with a greater ass than mine. And then I met you, and I realized it was possible. And after seeing how A-Rod treated you, I realized only another woman could do for you exactly what you needed. I would be honored if you would be my wife.
Alicia, what are you thinking about that?
It was the mention of the ass.
You can't mention it without the ass.
That got you the points. The ass.
All right, that's 80 points on the board for you, Eugenia. And guess what? You're up again. Look, and I'm just looking at the chat right now. The chat is going crazy. Tickle Tickle Rick's a Pickle is saying Queen. The other Dave Thomas, of course, from the rehash with Vicky Kavanaugh and David Thomas, is saying like any mention of ass will get you points on this channel. We know that Dave Thomas is the ass master. I don't know. And hey, everyone's loving it. Rachel's loving it. Come on.
She deserves it all.
All right, Eugenia, you are up again. You ready?
Okay, yes.
That's right, David Thomas, ass master. But Eugenia, you are up right now. Where does the 2008 musical film Mamma Mia primarily take place?
Oh, a lovely country. Economic turmoil. Greece.
Greece is correct. You can really see which movies Alicia loves most.
She's got great taste.
Great
Mamma
taste.
Mia and J-Lo. It just really covers all the bases.
Yeah. Brandon, you are up next. In what city does 2000's Coyote Ugly take place?
Ooh.
Looking for Coyote Ugly and what city?
Oh, it's some podunk joint in Texas, isn't it? Oh man. I hate to get I gotta. Well, we get to see more challenges then, don't we? I gotta send it over.
All right, Eugenia, you are up.
All right.
Are you going to answer this, or are you going to take the whatever it takes challenge?
I'm allowed 3 per round, right?
Yep, you've got more.
Okay. All right, I'll do the challenge.
All right, doing the challenge.
Detroit is in my head. That's not my answer, and I don't think it's correct, but that was just where I was leaning. So challenge instead.
All right, we got a challenge. Before we get to that challenge, and Alicia, I'm going to let you know the answer that Alicia put into the document. It says it's New York City and specifically Manhattan, not Detroit and not some podunk city in Texas, as Brandon said.
Yeah,
Alicia?
I don't have enough points to be throwing heat like that at Texas.
Alicia, I know you were having some technical issues. Are you with us?
I am back. Thankfully, it was a stressful second there, but we are back and we're ready to get the next challenge. And I'm very sorry, BJ, but because I was dealing with a little bit of technical difficulties, who's the challenge for?
Me.
It is for Eugenia, my genia.
Okay, Eugenia. So here it is.
Okay.
This is a request specifically from Bongani. So don't blame me for it. But I'm going to give you 30 seconds. So take me back to the 90s, kind of a highlight for rom-coms if we're, being honest. So introduce 3 artists or celebrities in the persona of one of the 3 MTV quote-unquote hosts, if you remember. Carson Daly, Sway, or Lala? Do you remember either of those? So introduce me like Shakira, on one of the 3.
I'm introducing you, or I'm introducing somebody else completely.
You're going to introduce 3 artists or celebrities.
Okay.
In the persona of Carson Daly or Sway or Lala.
Okay.
So you have 30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and coming in now, we have 4 of the 5 Spice Girls. Interesting. Baby noticeably missing tonight. How odd. We'll have to get the scoop on that later. Coming in behind the Spice Girls, it's Salt and Pepper. Oh, oddly spice-themed cabinet we have going on here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Who will come in third behind these 2 iconic girl groups? Why, we have none other than Vanilla Ice. Look at that, making a comeback here tonight. We're really rounding out the extracts here.
All right, Alicia, what is your thought?
All right, I will say Vanilla Ice was unexpected. However, that was not Carson Daly's.
Maybe Carson Daly? I'll be honest, I've never watched MTV.
I remember him being particularly generic, like noteworthy in his square-headed deadpanness.
Yeah, okay, deadpan. Well, I missed that then.
I appreciate the artist that you brought out. However, it did not fit the challenge, and
Fair.
I'm not giving you the points this time. I do want you to blame Bongani for this one.
It's okay.
Well, Econ enters in the chat saying, "Who thought of this thing?" So a couple weeks back, we had a episode that was 90s themed, and this was supposed to be like introducing an artist in a form like a TRL. If you guys remember Total Request Live. So that was, we thought it would be like a fun concept. We tried to put it on the show. Hey, they don't always hit, but you never know until you try.
All right. Bongani.
Don't worry, Alicia.
No,
I got it.
It's together. I go down, you're going down too. Eugenia, hey, you lost those 80 points, but hey, let's see if you can gain 40 more points because you're up once again.
Okay,
all right.
Wait, does Brandon get those 80 points, or do they go nowhere?
Right, I'm pretty sure I get them.
Brandon gets those 80 points.
I need them.
Oh,
I hope I get them because I can really use them to square that.
Eugenia, this was a little bit of a downer, but what year did famous rom-com actor Brittany Murphy, known from The Little Black Book, pass away?
Now, are we doing like whatever it takes rules, where if you're in like 4 years, within 4 years of the correct date, it's correct?
Oh, Alicia, you're the scorekeeper.
Okay, I will give you the points if you get from either end.
Okay. I think 2009.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's a great final answer because that is correct.
Yeah.
You got 40 points on the board. Brandon?
Also, Uptown Girls. Great film.
11 years.
Okay.
I know, right? 12 years. It's 2021.
Well, it's 22. Yeah, it is 2021.
I mean, that too. Everything you got to add a year because of the pandemic. I'm like, oh, that was like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah.
Exactly. That goddamn COVID-19. Brandon, you're going to close out round 2 with this last question. Let's see if he can get some points on the board.
All
right. This one, hey, Alicia, this was a crazy question, but I'm going to ask it. Of these 3 rom-com leading men, who's the tallest? 1, Hugh Grant. 2, Colin Firth. And 3, James Marsden?
Oh, God, I love this question. I have no idea who it is. But I love it. I mean,
Who's tall, Brandon?
I'm trying to put like Hugh Grant next to Renee Zellweger in the elevator, and like how that size up. Colin Firth alongside Meryl Streep. I think he's a shorter dude.
He's also is in Bridget Jones.
Okay, fair
They
enough.
could all be in the same elevator.
Yeah, we could put them all in the same elevator and make it easy, but they always size them differently so it doesn't look like one
Somebody's
man is dominating over the other.
Brandon,
I'm gonna
I'm
just
seeing
take
this lateral thinking. Are you going to answer? Or are you going to challenge?
keep
Eugenia?
jawing for another 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot. I think it's James Marsden.
James Marsden is unfortunately incorrect. It is Colin Firth. Come on, the king.
That's Zaddy.
He wasn't like the movie wasn't called The Tall Man's Speech. They were like, we got to screw this mic up. This guy's just tall. Get Helena Bonham Carter. Get on her shoulders. Okay, that didn't happen.
Hey, you know what? I love the energy that you bring in here. It seems like you'll do whatever it takes to win. But that's the end of round 2. We'll come back to you in round 3. Before we do that, Alicia is going to go and tally up the scores. I'm going to remind you that 2MB Studios has a Patreon. Go ahead, be a Patreon. Help support the channel. Help support the content. You can do it at $2, $5, $10 a month. Alicia and I are patrons. You should do it as well. Hey, and if you're saying, I can't do it every month, we're also on Ko-Fi, whatever you want to call it. You can go and do that. 2MB Studios, help out. But hey, before we get to that question, before we get to that point update, Eugenia, you've had so many things happen. You got married, you got a dog, you've become a full-on lawyer. Tell the people about it.
Oh man, so we got Daisy, our dog, back on New Year's Eve. So the joke is that now we have a great excuse not to do anything on New Year's Eve ever again. So like, I can't. It's my dog's adoption day. We're celebrating. So we've got that going for us. But also she's a great captive audience. I can really bounce things off of her, and it's pretty much like why I got a dog, and also like why I got married, because now I have like a really captive audience where it's just like, you laugh at my jokes. And she usually does more than Kevin. And she has an Instagram, Mad Eye Daisy. She's got one blue eye and one black eye. Brown eye. She's fine. And yes, you can find me there. That's what I've got going on. And then also my brand of humor tends to be really like dry, witty comments under my breath. So if anyone else has jury duty on August 12th, hit me up, sit next to me. I've got a lot of hot takes. I'm real excited for that because I haven't been around like random strangers in a while. So I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna hit you with all the like, oh really, that's his excuse, and just it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
All right, you're in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, right?
I am. It will be at the Edward Burke Courthouse on New Chardon Street, Thursday, August 12th, 8 a.m. Be there.
Hey, if you want to go to have jury duty, you've got it at the same time, say hello. If you're trying to stalk Eugenia, apparently she's doxing herself on the show, so you got that.
There are way worse things I could say. My social is.
That is incredible. Alicia, what's that point update? I'm throwing it back to you.
All right. Well, BJ, here we are with an update. I do want to also update you on what I'm currently blacking out on, and it is a Pinot Grigio called Chloe. What is a more classic white woman name in a rom-com than Chloe? Chloe.
Yeah.
That is what we're drinking.
My partner, Bernadine, follows a social influencer whose name is Chloe, and she's always giving me updates about it. I tell her, I don't know Chloe. I don't necessarily care about what Chloe's doing, but I'm an attentive husband, so I'm like, yes, what is Chloe doing? What that new facial scrub? Incredible. Buy it for me. Let's go.
Yes. Every day, Bongani attempts to save his marriage. Everybody, please pray for him. All right. In an amazing upset, we have the amazing Eugenia. Not that I have favorites. We have Eugenia, 380 points, and Brandon at 200 points. I am rooting for you both. I want you both to win.
Can't be done.
And round 3 is usually the decider.
It's like Family Feud. Nothing matters. Round 3.
It all comes down to round 3. And guess what? Just like Alicia said, this one is the round that can make or break you because the points are going to get up by double. It's 80 points for an original question. It's 160 points for a challenge answer. But guess what? The questions are also the hardest they've been. So let's see. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
As will ever be.
Brandon, you won in the beginning. You are going to be up in round 3. Let's go. In 2001's Legally Blonde, what is the name of Ellie's pet Chihuahua dog?
Oh man, we just watched this on Discord, the musical version of it.
If you just watched the musical
well,
version
just
of
it was like a couple of weeks
Great
ago.
musical.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's
Oh my God.
chock full of talent.
What's that Chihuahua?
It's not Molly Ringwald.
But you can also challenge Eugenia.
Yeah, I think Eugenia knows this, but I got to toss it over.
All right, Eugenia. I know that this is one of your favorite movies. Do you know the dog's name?
I do. The dog is Bruiser.
Bruiser is correct. Alicia wrote in here, Bruiser Woods is the complete name of it. Yes. But hey, you got that. You got
fair to me. One name.
Exactly right. It's a diva, a superstar.
Exactly. Oh, the other Rihanna.
You got 160 points on the board. Let's see if you can get 80 more. Eugenia, you are up.
Okay.
Which famous British actor plays Tim's dad in 2013's About Time, starring Domhnall Gleeson?
Could you repeat the question?
Which
the movie's called
British
About
actor?
Time.
Yes, About Time. Okay. Domhnall Gleeson. Alicia, do you want to say this?
Okay, so the main actor in the film 2013 About Time, who plays his father?
Okay, that's after 2008, so I have no idea, so I'm going to challenge Brandon.
Brandon, we got a challenge up here. Do you know About Time, or are you going to take the whatever it takes challenge?
I can't remember the names. I know the main character is I think it's the guy who played Bilbo Baggins, and I think his father's the old rock star from Love Actually. But I'm gonna have to take the challenge. I could be wrong on all that. We'll take the challenge.
Hey, I don't know, but we got our first whatever it takes challenge of round 3. Before I toss it back to Alicia, I'm gonna let you know the correct answer is Bill Nighy. Bill Nighy. Alicia.
He was the rock star from.
If I could just remember his name. Well, challenges are fun. I'm excited.
Challenges are fun. Alicia, you're up to give us some more fun.
Okay, I just want to state, Bongani, that I should be writing all the questions in the future because I'm amazing. Okay, so this is a 30-second challenge. Are you ready, Brandon?
No, but hit me.
You're John Cusack and Say Anything that came out in 1989, and you're holding up a boombox. You're outside of someone's house trying to convince you to join you for 2021's Hot Girl Summer. What do you say? So you have the boombox. You're saying, join me for Hot Girl Summer. Do you know what that is? You got it?
Hot Girl Summer? Not entirely sure. Am I talking over Peter Gabriel on the boombox? I'm like yelling over in your eyes. I'm screaming over.
You can pick whichever song it is, but you're holding the boombox and you're saying, "Join me for Hot Girl Summer 2021." What are you saying over which song?
It's In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel with the light, the heat.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Catherine! Join me! Feel the light of the sun and the heat of the sand as we profess our love! Feel the ocean spray and my hugging arms around you! In your eyes, like the heat, your eyes, I am complete in your eyes. Feel the doorway of 1,000 misses. Oh, I want to.
That's 30 seconds.
More Peter Gabriel.
Alicia.
Hey, I did not expect you to sing. So you won. You got it. I did not expect you to sing.
Oh man, you're making
I wasn't
people.
expecting it either, but there we are.
We got some Peter Gabriel in here. We got Brandon. The chat is loving it. Ready the Unready just almost threw up their chicken parm stuff. They weren't expecting it. Brandon, that's 160 points on the board for you. And guess
Well
what?
earned.
You are up again. You've got a chance to get 80 more points. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go with yes.
In the 2008 film based on the book of the same novel, To All the Boys I've Ever Loved, how many letters does Laura Jean write? Looking for the number of letters that Laura Jean writes in To All the Boys I've Ever Loved.
I mean, I've at least heard of it, which is nice.
You can also challenge Eugenia.
I mean, yeah, I feel like this game's gonna get away from me, but there's a small chance you miss this, so I'll challenge it.
Sakala, you are up. What do you
wow,
do? You
talk
know
about
this?
doxing people on the internet.
You are up. Do you know To All the Boys I've Ever Loved, or are you going to take that whatever it takes challenge?
Not to blow up your spot, I believe it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before, but I will take the challenge.
Okay,
I don't know
Alicia.
the answer.
Yeah, okay, Alicia. We're going to throw it to you. Before we do that, the answer is 5. So we got five letters.
Good number
Alicia,
of letters.
can you give us the challenge?
Is it really? To all
Sorry.
the boys I've loved before, you're right. Oh, aw. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
Okay.
so whatever. Thank you. All right, so this is a 45-second challenge. You have to. Do you have your cell phone next to you?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to call up a close relative, a cousin or sibling, and have them say in what sentence why you are great.
Or
Okay.
found family as well.
Okay, got it.
Or found family. Okay.
Wait, what if they don't pick up? So they have to say that I'm great.
Yes. So
Okay.
call someone. I hope they pick up for you.
Okay, got it.
And have them on speaker, by the way. All right,
Okay.
so tell me when you press call.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm pressing call.
3, 2, 1, go.
Can you hear it ringing?
Yes.
We can hear it.
Hi.
Hey, it's Eugenia.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Good. I'm on a game show. Can you say why I'm great?
You are great because you are the most genuine person I have ever met.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you. This is my mother-in-law, Laura. Anything else? You got anything else?
You're great because you are personable and intelligent.
Well, thank you. I love you, and I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Oh, that warms
Does that count?
the soul. That warms the soul. That was great. Alicia, what's your thoughts?
That warmed my soul as well. I thought that was very lovely. I mean, who can't give points for that? That's amazing. 160.
I thought it'd be cheating if I called Kevin. So next best thing.
Tickle in the chat saying they love it as well. And guess what, Eugenia? You're up again. We only got 2 more minutes left. Let's see if you can increase your score even more. Clueless is based on which Jane Austen novel?
Oh.
The movie Clueless with
yeah,
my guy Donald Faison.
Wow, why you gotta do Paul Rudd like that?
Do you know the Jane Austen novel, or are you going to challenge Brandon?
I think Is it Emma?
Is that your final answer?
Yes. I think Alicia's
Emma.
face says I got it right.
Emma is correct. There you go. That's it. Brandon, I'm trying to throw this into you, throw this back to you very quickly so you can get some points on the board.
Sure.
What song does Ducky sing in 1986's Pretty in Pink?
Um,
We're looking for the song that Dookie, is it Dookie? Ducky?
Ducky, yeah.
So I was right, first one. Ducky sings.
I told my wife I wasn't gonna. I said we don't need to watch this. It's not gonna come up, and she got really mad at me. She's the nerdy one. She ends up. It doesn't work. She goes with the other guy. I don't. I'm blanking on songs. I'm completely. I'll pass it over.
All right, Eugenia. You know Pretty in Pink. You know this song, or are you going to take the Whatever It Takes challenge?
I'll do a challenge. I don't know.
All right. Going to do a challenge. The answer was try a little tenderness. But hey, we're going to try a little challenge. Alicia.
Okay. So your challenge it's a 20-second challenge. Wait, it's a 20-second challenge to recite the alphabet backwards without any long pauses.
Okay.
All right, Alicia's going to count you down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. ZYXW VUTSR PQ QPO NML KJIHGFEDC. Oh,
it's overtime. It's 20 seconds.
I was so close.
And you kind of did mix over the LQ portion.
Oh, I mean, I still have to like sing the alphabet every time I'm trying to alphabetize something forward. So that's.
Can I just say one thing? ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA.
Oh,
congratulations!
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's the most romantic. Yeah, just memorize it. Just take 5 minutes a day for about a couple of weeks, and you'll memorize it.
That was unexpected. That was
just a little.
It either means he has skill or he has driven drunk a lot and has memorized that to heart.
Oh, there was do you remember that show Reno 911? They did a Q&A at a high school. It might have been staged, but it's really, really funny. And they talk about it. Like they say, if you can look a cop in the eyes and do that, you'll bounce out of most tickets. And so what do? Memorize it. So they set up a really lovely mnemonic for it. So I could not be like, oh, why can't I get that question? But anyway.
The chat is going crazy. That's right. Red the Unready say sent from the future. Other Dave Thomas saying that's a flex. But unfortunately, it's not any point.
Not nearly enough.
But hey, that's the end of the entire show. Alicia's going to be tallying up the final stuff. Before we do that, I got to let you know you stay on this channel because coming up next is the 69 minutes of Sex with Me. It's the most sultry. It's the best pun-based game right here on Twitch that you're going to find anywhere. So watch that. It's a ladies' night special tonight. Can't miss out on that. And then after that, at 10:30, it's the rehash with Tookie Kavanaugh. You've seen him in the chat. Other David Thomas is going to be on there. It's their summer finale. Watch that, support that. You won't be seeing them for a while, but they'll be back. Don't worry about that. It's all happening right here on 2MB Studio. But hey, we now got to check in with Alicia and Apollo. We got to see who did whatever it takes to win.
Okay. So at the end, it was a close call. And personally, I was very impressed with the backwards alphabet. But we do have a definitive winner. Eugenia with 780 points. And I'm just going to say not loser, just second place with 520 points is Brandon.
Respectable.
Very, very nice. Eugenia, you did whatever it takes to win, as we do every week. You got 30 seconds. Your victory speech. Hey, the floor is yours.
Wow. I'd just like to thank all of the unrealistic expectations that have been set up for me by watching all of these 90s and early aughts romantic comedy films. And to my darling husband, who's in the other room with our dog, good luck trying to live up to all those, because it's a tough world out there. And if you're not bringing big Matthew McConaughey, Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt vibes to our marriage, I don't want to hear it. You might as well get out now. So it's a warning, but also a love letter.
Hey, Eugenia, you did whatever it takes to win. You're our champion. Brandon, we love you too. You came on the show. You tried your best, but Eugenia is our champion. Guys, my name is BJ Jeranyama. You can follow me on Twitter at BJeranyama or on Instagram at b.jeranyama. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff over there. Alicia, how can the people follow you?
Absolutely nowhere. Please don't find me. Please don't look for me. You can't find me anywhere. Thank you. Good night.
She's going to be drinking alone with Apollo. Hey, this has been Whatever It Takes. Congratulations, Eugenia. Thank you for being here, Brandon. You stay awesome, Alicia, and congratulations on the engagement.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Watch the 69 show, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for Whatever It Takes. Bye, everyone.
Bye.